in the background, but what is here is standing out is the house that's in the background. And on the bottom of the card, it says, "The return of people or romances from your past, romanticizing how things used to be." And you said how moving was a little bit different in Texas than it was California. So I'm going to go back to the California part. What was it that you loved about living there?
I'd say the people, the level of ambition, it's interesting that comes up because I'm sure a lot of people can relate to this, right? How sometimes, a big catastrophic event in the world happens. I won't name any names. And then those relationships that you built, sure, some of them stand the test of time. Maybe they're the ones where like, of course, that relationship would stand the test of time. And maybe others who are like, oh, we weren't really that close before, but we became closer through that. Interesting, cool. And then others where you thought, okay, these friendships are pretty core to at least how I am or how I was in that life chapter. And then it can become kind of shocking when it's like, oh, they actually don't exist anymore. Or maybe the sentiment is like neutral or even negative and kind of gaining that awareness in time.
Value the condition of the soul. But your relationship with the unseen forces around you is your responsibility. In the end, no one will be able to answer for the life you have lived besides yourself. It is. How does that resonate with you, Stephanie?
I'm kind of curious to see that image a little bit better. Okay, thank you. So it looks like there's a social scene, and
so it's like, how do you transform something from grapes to something that you would think you just stomped all over it?
They're making wine. Goodness, that went over my head. I was like, so it's about the process and having fun in the process. But from what you shared, what stood out is that it's less about being so focused on the worldly components of maybe even socializing, maybe even like the process itself, and more on the undercurrent of the impact of being in the energy of someone or combining forces to create experiences or have a dynamic within a relationship that gets to exist as long or as deeply as anything else.
In abundance. Obstacles are being removed. Spiritual support and connections are increasing. It is important at this time to move beyond the limitations of "it's not meant to be" and focus on "and this is for my highest good, then the universe will take me there safely." Those relationships are not meant for your highest good, but wherever you're supposed to be moving to, you'll be getting there safely. Ganesh is not only